Hello, hello, hello. This is Vince Prezioso, CEO and co-founder of TaoMembers.com, where your time is your currency. How's everybody doing today? It is this afternoon here in Astoria, Queens, in my production studio today. Wanted to talk to you about a very special topic, which is near and dear to my heart. Actually, I talk about it now with enthusiasm, and that topic is ADD. I had an official ADD diagnosis in 2012, and I kind of joke around about it. I'd say from 2012 to 2019, I accomplished more in these past 7 years than I did in the first 30 some odd years, which is pretty amazing. I was fortunate to, around 2011, a friend of mine told me about a book called Delivered from Distraction. That book was written by Dr. Edward Hallowell, and if you think you're dealing with ADD and you read that book will actually let you know if you have ADD. The good thing about Dr. Hallowell is the Hallowell Center is based in the Upper West Side in Manhattan. So after reading that book, I went to the Hallowell Center and I got an official ADD diagnosis, which was the information I needed so I can actually take action. Prior to that, things were tough. I mean, ADD is known as a house of cards. You have these amazing accomplishments, hyper focus, and things just fall apart. It's very, it could be depressing. It can cause anxiety. That's the what they call the mysterious ADD triangle. You have ADD at the top, and then you have anxiety and depression at the bottom. So what happens is you have these amazing accomplishments, and then they consistently fall apart. So you get depressed. And you have these amazing accomplishments, and then you wonder which person's going to show up. Because I know for me, I'd go, for example, go on an audition and it would be amazing, and then I'd go back for the callback, and I mean, my brain would just, I just couldn't get it going, and never knew why. It was always a great mystery to me. So once I was able to get an official diagnosis, I was able to manage my ADD, and that happened in with a few different pillars actually. So the first is I take a 10 milligram extended release Adderall in the morning after breakfast. I also drink water, stay hydrated, get proper sleep, diet, and exercise. Without all of those in order, it's, things aren't going to work. There's no magic pill. For me, medication it's helpful. It's very slight. I give the analogy that, if a plane is flying from New York to Los Angeles and it's off by that much, it's probably going to land in Seattle or maybe Tijuana, or it's not going to make it to Los Angeles. So it's important to be on track. And I think that's actually the smallest dose of Adderall, 10. I don't know if they make a 5XR, but it's very helpful because, to give you an example, maybe this will make sense. An extreme case of ADD, it's a lack of dopamine flowing to the frontal lobes of the brain. So it just causes, it's an inability to focus. Scientifically, that's what it is. So an extreme case of that would be narcolepsy. Basically, you just fall asleep because you can't focus. Nothing is flowing. So that's how I was able to get to the bottom of that, which was really a turning point for me, because I had all these projects that were kind of fragmented and falling apart and coming back together, and it was just it was just madness, and I couldn't understand why. And the reason why was because I was not completely performing in the way that I needed to perform. So one thing that now I look back was the blessing of my ADD was that I went through an 18-year process pretty much of being my own science project. Cleansing. I did the Master Cleanse, did Isogenics, I did the Tao Heat Cleanse, which I still do twice a year. I did an apple fast, juice cleanse. I mean, I've done them all, and they were all actually amazing, because once my body was clean, my focus would improve, and that would be really helpful. Drinking teas, drinking detox tea, meditating. I mean, reading countless books: Tony Robbins, T. Harv Eker, Neil Donald Walsh, Deepak Chopra, Oneness, Rasha. I mean, just spiritual books, money books, books about personal development. Just really great books to help cultivate and really in research to get to the bottom of why am I not able to focus, and why are things not working. So I was always in this quest for consistency, always in this quest for focus. So over those years, the cleanses, the reading, personal development programs, Momentum Education was fabulous, Landmark Education was fabulous. exercise, the gym, different workouts. So really doing all these things over the course of a long period of time, really learning about how to stay on course, which is really really helpful, and which also is it's really the inspiration for this company, the Access organization. The funny thing is that the Access organization, it's not a healthcare company. Like we're not a healthcare company. We provide healthcare services, but we're a success company. I mean, that's the mission. That's my personal mission, to kind of keep you in the game of your life. The phrase "time is currency." I understand the value of time, the value of keeping life on track. The big deal doesn't come every day. The big audition doesn't come every day. The big date doesn't come every day. The friend's wedding, the vacation. So, we created an app that, when you wake up and you feel that, sore throat or the body ache or whatever it may be, or poison ivy on the leg after a hike, which actually happened to me, you pick up our app, click on it, a doctor comes up in, like 5 minutes. It's unbelievable. Doctor pops up, talk to the doctor, get a prescription sent to the pharmacy, wherever you are in the United States. If you're getting on a plane in New York and landing in Los Angeles, have a prescription waiting for you there. It's pretty amazing, and it's really really helpful in keeping you in the game of your life, so you're not missing that time. I have a lot of intimate experience with things falling apart, and thank God that's a thing of the past. But the things I can control my meditation, I can control my gym, I can control my diet, I can control my routine, the books I read. But every so often when if an illness strikes, and could be, because I'm on a plane and someone's sick, or resistance gets low from a long day of working and networking, and something hits where the medical attention is needed, I can't take a half a day or a day, or wait for a week to see a doctor, or wait for a prescription, or create actually show up in life during that window of half a day, week, 2 weeks. Show up, 2 meetings, 2 interactions, 2 dates, 2 business deals. Show up in a subpar state of being. So when something sets in, I need to, get back in the game. That's it. Like, go. You're good. Handle it. Done. Without waiting, without losing that time, because time is currency. When we have time, we can create money. We can create success. We can create romance. Without time, we don't have anything. So that's what gets me excited. A healthcare company, we provide healthcare services. That's the technical aspect, but we're a success company to keep people on track, to keep you on track. To keep myself on track with that momentum of being successful, day in, day out, not getting stopped, like getting rid of the stops. And if anything pops up, boom, here's a doctor, second opinion, prescription, whatever it may be, handle it, done, half a day, hour, actually I shouldn't even say half a day, half hour usually, taken care of, done, back in the game. I'll be your Bill Belichick, pat on the behind, get back in there, kid. So that's really what the goal and vision of the company is, to keep you in the game of your life, being successful, without hindrances of things that pop out of nowhere, especially with your health. So that's what we're about, the Access organization. We're about providing access, and our acronym, the Access organization, TAO, is TAO, the universe, flow, keeping things consistent. That's the double meaning. That's really who we are and what we are. So I wanted to share that with you today. A little personal ADD story, which I'll get into that in more detail at a later date. I could talk about ADD for hours and days. Because it's such a fascinating subject for me, and the experience I had and the struggles I went through, and I feel like that can be really helpful for a lot of people. So if you have any questions, I want to encourage you, if you come this far with me to the end of this video, please like it, because click like, because the more you like, the more people will see it. Also, please comment. Feel free to comment. And if you can like us, the Access Organization page on Facebook, that would be amazing as well. I'd be super, super grateful. Thank you so much. So wanted to share that with you. Thank you again for being with me today. I greatly appreciate that. Once again, this is Vince Prezioso, CEO and co-founder of the Access Organization, the acronym TOW, TOWmembers.com. Have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful weekend. Be successful. Keep your momentum and win. Okay. Take care. Bye-bye.